Is that all good?
Yeah. Let's suppose, for some stupid reason, and I'm being facetious, let's suppose for some reason we wind up here on the ground. Go ahead and get me in the rear naked choke and put the hooks in. Go ahead and wrap your legs around my waist. Just sit up, yeah. Just for the sake of, this is where we're at. Now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bite the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bite this right here. There's no way he can escape my bite. If I don't want to be that deadly, the only thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cause pain. And he will release when I cause this pain. Notice what I'm doing. He will release. He will let go because that's painful. So, come on back to the, see, he's got his hooks in. Now, if I was a jiu-jitsu guy, I'd probably kind of work some ankle crap or try to get some roll around and get him in the defensive position. Why would I do all that when I can just cause pain right here and stop it? We're gonna go ahead and stand back up now. Oh no, actually let's don't. Let's talk about the mount. Go ahead and get me in the mounted position. Let's say for some stupid reason, everything I had failed and I wound up in this position here. He's mounting me, gotta put your knee on the ground. And what's he gonna do? He's probably not gonna choke me out if he's a street fighter. He's probably gonna punch me in the head. But I want you to notice something. I've got some groin shot right here. Just because I'm on the ground doesn't mean I can't strike the groin. The other thing I can do is I'm gonna cause pain. Look at see what he just did? Just by that little elbow, I caused a little pain on a little nerve there. He jerks. Now that's not gonna be enough to end the fight. But when I cause that pain, I can do something else and get him off me. So there's options. There's options for me. I still have hammer fists. Don't think I can't strike from the ground. If he comes on in closer, come on in closer. Then I've got my thumbs in the eyeballs, and there's no way he can escape it. I'm gonna put pressure on him, and he's gonna go back. When he goes back, I've got options again. So now we're gonna switch around. Talking about the so-called testicle grab. It is quite possible from here if I used a claw. I could use a claw and grab the testicles. More than likely though, I'm gonna use my elbows because of the short range. I'm gonna treat it just like short range fighting, even though we're laying down. Okay. Granted, we haven't covered every possibility. There's no way to cover that, but I do want to just demonstrate that there's a lot of fallacy out there. That just because you're a jiu-jitsu guy, that's a superior answer to all problems. I want you to understand, I have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I am not a jiu-jitsu fighter. I'll tell anybody that. I'm not very good at jiu-jitsu. And as a matter of fact, if you notice when we went to the ground, I'm not going to use jiu-jitsu. Let's go ahead and just do one more standing up from the rear naked choke. We're going to take a step back and I'm going to walk through it slowly. Let's say we have a standing rear naked choke. Again, I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. I'm just showing you that there are some options and some possibilities that are beyond probably what most jiu-jitsu guys would think of. So he's going to go, go ahead and get behind me. Get your rear naked choke. So I've got the bite, but let's suppose I don't want to bite. The first thing I want to do, of course, is protect the neck as best I can. The last thing I want to do is I don't want to lean back. So I want to drop down. If I'm able to, and the only way you're going to wind up in this position probably is if the guy snuck up on you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down. Let's suppose he gets me here. Well, do I have anything I can do? Well, yeah, I got that. I'm going to slap him in the groin as hard as I possibly can. So after I slap the groin, then I'm going to go to the head. So there's a possibility of a groin slap. There's a possibility of an eye gouge or a claw that's going to slap the head. If that doesn't work, I'm going to take other options. But when I slap the groin, strike the head, then I'm going to move. Whatever I have to do. All I did there was a non-offensive tactic. All I did was push him off of me. And a slap to the groin is not the answer to every problem. Nor is an eye poke an answer to every problem. But I do want to demonstrate, for those jiu-jitsu guys who would mock that there's a time and place for that. And the reason why you don't appreciate it is because it's not in your arsenal. And the reason why it's not in your arsenal is because you don't have an understanding of range. You're only operating in one range, which would be like a boxer who has a power punch, who says, I don't need my left hand, I don't need my 2 feet, because after all, I've got this one weapon, I've got a power punch, that's all I need. Jiu-jitsu is a great martial art. I'm not critical of it, but I am very critical of those who do not understand range and do not understand the place that jiu-jitsu has in combat. Thanks.